Happy hello, everyone! I've been told I have an infectious smile. Get ready, because I'm about to give you a bad case of good emotions. That is the stupidest joke ever. Start the episode.
My name is Ryan Wingfield, and my job is to make people happy. After years of doing stand-up comedy, I've devoted an entire year to the study of happiness. Join me each week right here on a Road Comics Road to Happiness.
One of the best things you can do for your happiness is to surround yourself with happy people, although it probably wouldn't hurt if they were also good looking. It may sound a little poetic, but nothing brings you happiness quite like the happiness in others. This may best be summed up by a 2008 study which claims that an extra $5,000 won't bring you as much happiness as if a friend of a friend has a good day. What? I know, I didn't believe it either. The researchers who crunched the numbers claim that a $5,000 bonus will only increase your happiness by about 2%. However, if a friend of a friend is happy, your happiness can go up by as much as 10%. Forget about a happiness boost from a friend of a friend of a friend. Researchers claim the happiness influence only goes out for about 3 degrees. If it went out for 5 degrees, then Kevin Bacon would live in a state of continual bliss. Huh? Get it? Because everyone's like 5 degrees from Kevin Bacon. Alright, moving on. Even with only 3 degrees of happiness, your good mood might impact more people than you might think. Social researchers estimate there are nearly 1,000 people within 3 degrees of most of us. That means that if you smile, it could brighten the day of your mailman, your kid's teacher, even the President of the United States. Okay, probably not the President, but you get the point. Much like a ripple in a pond, emotional ripples are a lot bigger the closer a happy person is to you physically. A happy friend who lives about 2 miles away can increase your happiness by about 21%, but a happy next-door neighbor can increase your happiness by as much as 34%. Ironically, a happy spouse only increased your happiness by about 8%. Researchers believe this is because we get our emotional cues of people of the same sex. So much for the saying, happy wife, happy life. But why do we get our social cues from our fellow man? The answer may go back to our earliest days as a species, where our brains became hardwired for sociability. Our ancestors' ability to read the emotions of their fellow cavemates helped them survive as a species. It helped warn them of dangers, cooperate on tasks, and notice those come-hither looks of their fellow cavemates, which helped bring on the next generation of cavemen. Over time, those interactions have helped form a neural bridge between our brains and the brains of people who we interact with. For example, if you see someone smile, that reminds you of something that makes you smile, which in turn makes you physically smile. And just like that person's good mood has infected your mind. And that smile is more than just physical, by the way. Researchers have shown that smiling improves one's mood and can leave people feeling more optimistic, motivated, and positive. Of course, the flip side of this coin is that if good emotions can be shared, so too can bad emotions. This is particularly true with close relationships. Depression in a spouse will often spread to their partner and to their kids. The same is true with fear and anxiety. What's worse, these secondhand emotions come with it secondhand stress, which can explain why children of stressed out parents are at risk for increased asthma, diabetes, and heart disease. It is worth noting that not everyone shares emotions the same way. Some people are more vulnerable to the emotions of others, while some people are more infectious and can easily suck people into their emotional orbit, whether that be good or bad. Psychologists say to avoid unwanted emotions, you need to choose your company wisely, which may mean distancing yourself from people with negative emotions. I suggest you start by not watching political pundits. You can also try to make the world a better place by improving your attitude and spreading the goodwill. Just smiling at everyone you meet can go a long way to improving the world's happiness. In that spirit, I would like to leave you with a message from Frank Irving Fletcher, who wrote this ad in the early 20th century about the holiday season. The value of a smile at Christmas. It costs nothing but creates much. It enriches those who receive, and the memory of it sometimes lasts forever. None are so rich they cannot get along without it, and none so poor but are richer for its benefits. It creates happiness in the home, fosters goodwill in a business, and is the countersign of friends. It is rest to the weary, daylight to the discouraged, and sunshine to the sad, and nature's best antidote for trouble. Yet it cannot be bought, begged, borrowed, or stolen, for it is something that is no earthly good to anybody till it is given away. And if in the last-minute rush of Christmas buying, some of our salespeople should be too tired to give you a smile, may we ask that you leave one of yours? For nobody needs a smile so much as those who have none left to give. That's all for this edition of A Road Comics Road to Happiness. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave any happy comments below. Next week, a formula for happiness. Yes, it is a thing, and I'll tell you what it is next week. Until then, stay happy.